So this is what we'll be making, is a shoulder sling backpack. Sling backpack, I guess. So you can, let me set my phone down. So there's a snap pocket here. It's big enough for your phone. This is what the bag. There's the handle to hold it. I used a double-sided, already pre-quilted fabric. There's the side. It's not filled with anything, so it's a little flat, but it can fill up nice. Let's see, inside. I used bias tape on the inside to cover raw edges. And the strap, I used rivets. And you can unsnap the bottom of the strap as to move it to the other side, which I'm not going to unsnap it one-handed, it's too hard. So you can interchange it. For the new bag we're going to be making today, I'm going to use the same fabric, but I'm going to use the turquoise blue side on the outside. I'm not going to use these triangles this time. I'm interested to see what it will look like having this bottom rings come off the sides, the top. So we'll see how it turns out. Here are my measurements if you want to follow what I did. Bias tape, 3 D-rings, 22-inch zipper. So the backpack, you want at least half a yard of fabric pre-quilted. The side of the purse is going to be 34 inches by 3.5 inches. The D-ring little straps you're going to want are going to be 5 by 1.5. The handle will be 1 inch by 12 inches. Oop. You're going to want, these are for the zipper. So you're going to want 2 pieces that are 2.5 by 3 inches. 2 pieces that are 1.5 inch by 19.5. Strap, 1.5 by 48 inches. We can always cut the strap down or make it longer, however you want it. And the pocket, 6.5 by 4 and 6.5 by 6.5. And I'll show you how to cut those pieces. When I lay out my work, this is how I like to do it. So here I have 1, 2, 3. Those are my fabrics for my D-rings, my 3 D-rings. There's my zipper. I've got both small pieces at the ends, the 2 long pieces down the sides. I'll be attaching the zipper first. The zipper I used is polyester 22-inch, just an all-purpose. Flip this. There's the handle on top. This is going to be around the diameter, the perimeter of the bag. Here's my pocket. I folded this in half and cut at an angle. This one I folded in half and I rounded the edges. I rounded them. Now to make this part of the bag, all you need are 2 plates. Put one there, put one there. Draw a circle, and then make lines connecting one plate to the other. Easy as that. So now I'm going to be connecting my zipper first. Line up your side fabrics on the side of the zipper so you know where they will fit and line up with your zipper. Don't sew over your metal bottoms. Put these on the edge. These are going to overlap on top of where these would be. So Now that I have these lined up where I want them, I'm going to actually sew them this way. So line up the edges together. Line up the edges, right sides together. So we're not using this side, we're using the other. So this one needs to be changed. Oops. Hold on, like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take away these pieces, now that I know where these are going to lay out. That way I'll know they'll be. We're going to sew going across, going across. Make sure you pull your zipper down to here so you don't sew it off. Like this. Now pinch this together and sew across. And my zipper is right there. So I have sewn back and forth many of times on my zipper tab. You can see it there. And I'm going to cut off right here. I'm going to cut off the metal so I don't accidentally go over it with my needle once I get into the project more. I'm going to flip this right side up now and then sew across the top again on both sides. And then sew across the top. Now my tabs are done, that side and this side. We're going to take this. We want this side to show. So we're going to flip it and then line it up. You're going to clip it in place, sew down, flip it over to make sure it's the right side because that's what it's going to look like. So right sides together, right side of the zipper to the right side of the fabric. Do that on both sides of the zipper. Nope, be nice. Alright, so now I have sewn this down. I guess this is the way I did it, so it's not confusing. I've sewn it down. I'm going to flip it over. Now you see the right side, the pretty side. I'm going to fold down this top part because I left extra. And I'm going to sew across the top and then down the entire zipper. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this bottom side. Fold it down, fold it under, sew across the top. I've finished sewing this on. Oops, where's my finger? Oh, there it is. Alright, so I folded this down the edge. I went down that way, all the way down as a top stitch and across the top. Nothing has to ever be perfect. Just do your best and you'll get better and better every time you do it. As long as you follow step by step, it's a lot easier doing it, following step by step. Now we're going to do the other side. We want it to look like this. So we're going to make it look pretty and then we're going to flip it over. Line it up with the edge of the zipper. So right side of the zipper touching the right side of the fabric. So right side's kissing. Start. Leave a little bit so you can tuck it under after. Like that. See how it goes out further than this part? Sew it all the way down. Oops, not like that though. You want to cover your zipper up. Right sides together, edges aligned. Sew it all the way down first. So I finished sewing my zipper. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do your best, as long as the raw edges aren't showing. And we will trim it up, so we can just trim that off. No big deal. Even it up, and it will look awesome.